For every teen who loves moral stories that teach you, by the end of this story, you'll know how to channel your energy, focus, and patience to achieve true mastery, and why ignoring the lessons of life could leave you running endlessly without reaching your goals. Long ago, beyond the red clay hills of eastern Africa, lay the village of Nsola. Quiet, warm, slow, except for Kato. He didn't walk anywhere. He ran. He ran to fetch water, ran to collect firewood, ran even when there was nowhere to go. The villagers whispered that Kato had too much energy, although he's a teen. Every time he paused to catch his breath, the wind streaked past him faster than he could imagine. But Kato hated that. He wanted to outrun the wind itself. One afternoon, the sky blazing gold, Kato sprinted across the savannah. Dust rose beneath his feet like waves of earth. That's when he saw him. An old traveler beneath a massive baobab tree, leaning on a staff that seemed carved from the same red clay as the hills. "You run like fire that forgot how to breathe," the traveler said. Kato skidded to a stop. "What do you know?" The old man tapped his staff against the ground. "I know how to outrun the wind." Kato froze. "Teach me," he said instantly. "My name is Zolu," the traveler said. "Walk with me." Kato frowned. "Walk? That's slow." Olu simply started moving, calm and deliberate. Kato hesitated, then ran to catch up. As they walked together, Olu spoke softly. "Every journey has a rhythm. I call it the MVH framework." "MVH?" Kato asked, panting. "3 words," Olu said. "Target, transformation, stakes." Target. Know exactly where you want to go, not just a place, but a purpose. Transformation. Understand the change you seek, what you will become. Stakes. Know what you risk by ignoring the path. "Speed alone is not enough," Olu said. "If you rush blindly, you may lose direction, and perhaps yourself. By the end of this journey, you will know how to move with the wind, not against it, and turn your restless energy into something unstoppable." Kato ran his hands through his sweat-soaked hair, staring at the horizon. He didn't fully understand, but a spark ignited inside him. The first leg of their journey carried them across rolling grasslands. Kato tried to dash ahead, racing the wind, but stumbled over termite mounds and tripped on hidden roots. "Why do you walk so slowly?" he demanded. "The wind moves where it must," Olu said. "Learn its rhythm. Listen." They paused by an ancient circle of stones. Tiny ants carried leaves with perfect precision. "Even the smallest step has purpose," Olu said. Kato began to notice the subtle beauty of the world. The sway of grass, the hum of insects, the way sunlight fractured across the hills. Slowly, he learned to move with awareness instead of recklessly charging forward. Kato's frantic energy began to transform into deliberate, mindful motion. A sudden storm arose, winds whipping across the savannah. Lightning split the sky, and rain pelted the earth. Kato panicked, trying to outrun the deluge, but Olu calmly led him to shelter beneath a fallen acacia tree. "Rushing does not always save you," Olu said. "Sometimes, patience is your greatest ally." Kato huddled there, learning that the wind could be a teacher, not just a rival. Without patience, Kato might have been struck, exhausted, or lost to the storm. By afternoon, they reached a wide river that sparkled in the sun like liquid gold. Olu stepped in first, letting the water lap at his ankles. Kato followed. The cold shock made him gasp. Olu dragged his hand across the water. This is how the wind travels steady, patient, knowing its path. It bends, it flows, but it never loses its direction. Kato mimicked the motion. Slowly, he began to understand. Speed alone could not outrun the wind. He had to move with it. Night fell, and they camped at the foot of a steep hill. The next morning, Kato sprinted up, but his legs burned, his lungs screamed, and for the first time, he felt powerless. Olu climbed steadily, step by step. Finally, Kato slowed and copied the rhythm. Step by step, he reached the top. From the summit, the savanna stretched endlessly, gold and green beneath a sky streaked with violet. The wind brushed his face, no longer an enemy, but a guide. Kato's body and mind began to work together. He was learning mastery, not just speed. The following day, they entered a dense forest, shadows twisting and strange calls echoing. Kato felt fear for the first time. Olo whispered, "Don't let the darkness rush you. Move carefully. Observe. The wind still guides you." Kato noticed patterns. Birds taking flight before danger, leaves trembling. Every detail mattered. He learned patience in motion. In the forest, they encountered wild animals, a family of monkeys, a cheetah resting on a branch. Kato froze, heart hammering. Olu gently touched his shoulder. "Respect the creatures. Move as part of the rhythm of life. The wind connects everything." Slowly, Kato mirrored Olu, moving silently past the animals. Rushing without observation could have cost him his life. After the forest, they came upon a vast desert. The sun scorched the earth, mirages danced in the distance, and sand whipped across their faces. Kato struggled with exhaustion and thirst. Doubt gnawed at him. "You will learn your transformation here," Olu said. "Your mind must be stronger than your legs. Visualize your target, Kato. The wind will carry you if your purpose is clear." Kato closed his eyes, imagining the finish line of the great savannah run. He took deliberate steps, letting the desert teach him endurance and focus. For the first time, he felt his energy aligned with something larger than himself. Next came the mountain pass. Jagged cliffs, sharp winds, uneven paths tested both body and spirit. Kato feared falling. Olu instructed him, "Every step is a lesson. Every challenge teaches you your stakes. Move with awareness. This is your training." They scaled mountains for days, resting in caves, drinking from hidden streams, watching clouds swirl beneath them. Kato began to feel a connection to the world. Every gust, every shadow, every stone became part of his understanding of speed, patience, and direction. Finally, they reached the bustling town of Kisiwa. Music, laughter, vibrant market stalls filled the streets. A race was being announced, the Great Savannah Run. Runners from every village invited. Kato's heart raced. Taller, stronger, faster runners surrounded him. But he remembered the MVH framework, his target, his transformation, and the stakes. He sprinted, then slowed, observing the wind. Step by step, he read the currents, avoided obstacles, and let the rhythm guide him. He overtook runners one by one. Dust swirled in the golden sunlight. His muscles burned, but he kept his mind focused. The finish line approached. The wind flowed beside him like a loyal companion. Kato surged forward, drawing on every lesson. Observation, patience, endurance, and trust in the wind. He crossed first. Cheers erupted. Children shouted his name. Strangers lifted him up, but he searched for Olu. The traveler stood quietly at the edge of the crowd. Kato ran to him. "I did it!" Olu rested his hand on Kato's shoulder. "You found your way. But mastery is not the finish line. It is the journey." Kato realized the truth. True mastery does not come from speed alone. It comes from knowing your path, embracing the process, and respecting the consequences of your choices. From that day on, Kato ran not to escape the wind, but with it. Every step reminded him of purpose, patience, and awareness. And somewhere beyond the hills, Olu continued his journey, the wind carrying him onward, always searching for those ready to listen. So the moral is, know your target, embrace your transformation, respect the stakes, and the wind will carry you farther than you ever imagined.